So, CORS, cross-origin resource sharing, appears to be a kind of a hot topic these days, especially in my life. I've actually mentioned it in a few of my previous videos, and it turns out actually a colleague of mine working in a different team did actually watch that video that I created with AWS API Gateway and thought, hey, hang on a second, we can use the cloud to actually create a proxy. This team had actually ended up creating their own proxy in order to basically call to their same origin and make requests on the back end to a different API. So they use Azure, so that became a problem. They actually said, okay, look, let's do a Google, and they want to see what was the corresponding functionality or technology that Azure has on offer compared to the AWS API Gateway, and straight away and correctly Google told them it was basically the API management service. Now they tried it, they quickly ran up against a problem, and they didn't know how to create this wildcard route. So I've actually just created a quick API here, API management service, and I've actually created an API called test, and I want to try and achieve this as well, just to show you the problem they hit up against. So there's the wildcard. There is no proxy plus greedy route like we have in AWS, so it's very specific. You do need a resource, so whatever it is, whether to do whatever, and also you do need a verb. You can't just do any verb like we've seen in the AWS API Gateway. So how do you do this in Azure? And that's where they came to me and they said, oh look, Azure isn't as good, and it turns out actually Azure is as good, or it's different, right? So in order to achieve the same just simple, quick and dirty proxy using Azure, you just use a different technology. Instead of using the API management service, we end up using an application gateway. And an application gateway does allow you to actually think of it as a load balancer, right? And you can have different backends. So inside my backend pool here at the moment, I have that same web service that I had in the AWS video I created there in the last week or so, and cancel out of that, and then basically that's it. That's the service. And how do you add the core support? Well, you actually end up having the ability. It's a bit better than just a load balancer. So I mentioned it's like a load balancer, but it gives you a lot more power, right? And one of the things is the rewrite rules. So I'm actually going to add a rewrite rule here. I'm going to add the rewrite rule on the route I've created. Again, I'm not going to get into the dirty details on how to create this application gateway, but I'm just going to show you how to add the core support. So I'm adding a rule, and basically the way CORS works is you have a response header, and there's actually 2 or 3 of them that can be interested, but it's access control, these ones here. That's kind of how you deal with CORS. The allow origin is the one I showed you on the AWS video, and I just allowed the wildcard for now. Again, not going to get into the pros and cons of why you should or shouldn't do this, mainly shouldn't do this, but anyway, I'm going to click OK, and that's it. That's how you achieve the same thing using Azure. Hope this video helps someone.